listeners, I'm your host Taylor for this week's Skyhawk News. Wild West Hoedown. On today's episode, you'll hear stories about the patrol picnic, research reports on some crazy critters in second grade, and much more. Let's begin with school news. Next Friday, we are going to have a school carnival. Yippee! There will be great grub, games, raffle prizes, and even a cakewalk. Hope to see y'all there. On the same day, we will have our lunch buddy picnic. Kids that have lunch buddies will be going to Dozer Days. Finally, if you are in the After School Music Express Club, I can't wait to see you perform on June 2nd. Now, let's head over to Ryan with some highlights from the 5th grade patrol picnic.
Thank you, Haley. This is Ryan reporting on the patrol picnic. The 5th graders who signed up for patrol got to go to Oaks Park last week. We got to go on rides, play games, and win prizes. We had a rootin' tootin' time. This is what I filmed.
What's your favorite ride? The disco.
Why?
Because it like pulls you to the side, and then you go up, and it's really fast, and it's fun.
What did you get?
I got a stuffed monkey that says it's fun.
Thanks for the report, Ryan. Looks like you guys got to experience the whole kit and caboodle. Now over to Matthias with a story on the 2nd grade insect reports.
Hi, this is Matthias. Thanks, Haley. Miss Combs' class has been researching bugs. Let's take a look at what they have to say about it.
My class is doing their research reports on bugs this year, and they worked really hard on these. We started with books because I didn't want them just doing internet research. They used several research books about the insect that they were choosing, and then they got to use the internet for some of the other research, and they illustrated and wrote all of their own work.
They live in trees, leaves, and bushes. They can be found all over the world. My bug can eat flies and crickets. My bug can hurt other bugs by using its claws.
Praying mantises are green, tan, or brown. They can grow up to 6 inches long.
Lives in North America.
It eats leaves and twigs, and it looks like a stick. It can turn into a stick.
Its special features are that it is not an insect. Some have spikes to make them poisonous. It is fluffy black and yellow striped.
It is an insect. It has 6 legs. Ants live in dirt, sticks, leaves. Ants eat nuts and fruit.
It lives in northern Australia and the United States.
And they are all black. They are small. They live in North America.
I love the walking stick so much I want one as a pet.
They have soft legs. Most tarantulas live in warm climates.
I love grasshoppers.
This is Matthias, and I'm here with Maddie. So, I'm going to ask you what you learned with the bug reports.
We learned that all kinds of bugs, and we learned about insects, and we got to choose one, and we did research about them.
And then we got to make a rough draft, and then we got to do our final copy.
Our learning target was to learn how to use the internet and how to research.
I'm here with Margo. What bug did you research about?
A bee.
What was the most interesting fact?
That they make honey. It made it fun because we got to make posters, and we also got to write about the bugs that we did.
I'm here in Miss Moxley's class and they're learning about countries.
We researched facts about a country of our choice. Then we took a virtual trip around the world. Second grade visited 20 different countries. Here's what we learned. Did you know that in France you have to climb 1,165 steps to get to the top of the Eiffel Tower?
Did you know Iraq money is called dinar?
Did you know in Guatemala they speak Spanish?
Did you know in Ukrainian the flag is blue and yellow?
Did you know in Mexico you graduate after 6 years?
Did you know saunas were invented in Finland?
Did you know in Russia is the biggest country in the world? Did you know euros are what they call money in Germany?
Thanks for that report, Matisse. Those second graders sure did a bang-up job. Now, over to Cheyenne, who has a story from Miss Phelan's class.
Thanks, Haley. Miss Phelan's class is learning a song to help them remember the 50 states. Let's take a look.
50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. 50 nifty stars on the flag that billows so beautifully in the breeze. Each individual state contributes a quality that is great. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, North, South, East, West, North, calm, objective opinion. Washington is the best of the 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies.
Do you like the song?
Yes,
Why?
because we get to name all 50 of the states and it's just a cool song that's fun to sing.
Because it's about the 50 states.
Because you get to do a lot of hand motions.
Do you like the song?
I really like it myself. It's funny.
How come?
Because you memorize the states and then you have this catchy tune.
My favorite part of the song is singing the 50 states, all 50 states.
Because, it's because not a whole bunch of people know all the 50 states, but it's easy to remember.
My favorite part of the song is when we sing the 50 states in order.
They have also been preparing for their big trip to Biztown by learning the Biztown Pledge.
As a citizen of J.A. Biztown,
I
pledge to respect all citizens.
I pledge to respect all citizens.
Be responsible and honest.
Be responsible and honest.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Work and take breaks at assigned times.
Work and take breaks at assigned times.
I promise to fulfill my duties.
I promise to fulfill my duties.
As a citizen of J.A. Biztown.
As a citizen of J.A. Biztown.
Congratulations, you're now citizens of J.A. Biztown. You may be seated.
Wow, that sure was fine as cream gravy, Cheyenne. Now to Kale with a story on the third grade field trip.
This is Kale. Third grade went on their annual field trip to Luluska on May 10th. They sat in a longhouse and heard stories about Native American dancers. Let's take a look. They will be building their own longhouses soon. Can't wait to see them.
Thanks for that report. I just remembered that was one of my favorite field trips when I was just a little buckaroo. Let's head over to Alex, who has an important story on some newfangled thing called podcast that the 5th graders are making.
Students in Miss Dilly's literacy class took part in an interactive reading project that uses different kinds of technology. Students read the story A Boy Called Slow from their literacy anthology. The story is about the childhood of Sitting Bull. Next, they got into cooperative groups and turned the story into a radio play, which would be performed by the group. They practiced their new stories and worked on skills like reading fluency and reading with expression.
But slow was too fast.
Now we're page 9.
I'm finally going to get my name.
Jamie.
They read their stories to the class and got feedback from each other.
It needs more expression and the voices need to be changed, like when Natani's father or someone's the slow.
I liked the expression and I liked the little parts that you added that weren't in the story.
Then, students turned their radio plays into podcasts using iPads and laptops.
Want to follow in his father's path.
We're recording a radio play on the iPad 2. The story's A Boy Called Slow.
Our learning target is to read with expression.
Not a lot of narration because it doesn't make it sound really good. It makes it sound more like a story and you want to make it sound like a play.
So now we don't have that pause.
Of the Lakota Sioux. Though I love my daughters, I am so glad Wonka Tonka gave me a son.
Now we have one to follow in his father.
Okay. Must be Chad there, huh? Okay, I'm going to drag that over a little bit because we don't want those long pauses.
If he tried to eat everything he got a hold of, we would have called him Hungry Mouth.
Grateful for his son, Mike, the great Wonka Tonka.
And yes, one who will follow in his father's footsteps.
They added voice and sound effects to their plays as well.
We click on the music note. We're going to go into our playlists. Boy Called Slow. And you've got, I think, 9 or 10 sounds to pick from here.
And we're using like iMovie so we can add sound effects and change the voices. And like after we're done, we're gonna put it on the class website so others can view it.
We press the microphone and all we do is press record and then we can start recording.
Okay, son. It is night and we are ready.
We need to turn that up.
Then when we're done, we turn it in and we put it on Mr. Lee's website.
I killed my first buffalo mother, my mother and sister.
This story is told by Hannah, Brent, Taylor,
and it's just like really fun.
Finally, students listened to the finished podcast and voted for the podcast that they felt met all of the lessons' learning targets. All of the radio plays were added to Mr. Lee's classroom website.
Put the link to our radio plays.
And the top vote getters were made into the featured plays.
Our first play.
This Cheyenne with Media Center News. 5th graders say goodbye to their favorite book in the Sacagawea Library. Let's see what one of our 5th graders said about the book she chose. So Haley, what book are you reading?
Ramona Quimby, age 8.
Who's your favorite character?
Beezus.
Why?
Because she just sounds like a fun older sister to have.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part is when Ramona says my stomach felt quivery because she's going to school, 3rd grade.
Hi, this is Alex with Art News. In art, the 2nd graders are making real dinosaurs and some are using their imagination to make them up. How is it like making dinosaurs?
It feels great because we get to use model magic.
What dinosaur are you making?
I'm making a made-up dinosaur called the Stegosaurus.
Fourth graders are making 3D shapes. Let's take a look.
My name is Alex, and today we are learning how to shade in for different shapes for three-dimensional.
My name is Cassandra.
And what do you enjoy most about making this?
Like kind of smearing it and lightening it.
This is Haley with Skyhawk Sports. Mr. Jones, what's going on in the world of sports?
Well, Haley, of course, we're mourning the fact that the Portland Trailblazers are out of the playoffs. But here at Sacagawea, our mileage club is going strong. The weather's been better, and the kids are running like crazy. We are observing Two Punch Tuesdays, so we're getting lots and lots of laps run. And remember, you can take your prize cards down to the media center and get a toy out of the prize box. We've corrected the problem with the McDonald's coupons. We now have good dates on those, so they're valid. You can take them in and use them at McDonald's. And of course, our track team is practicing twice a week after school, getting ready for their May 25th track meet. You're all invited to Columbia River High School and cheer on our Skyhawks as they take on a bunch of other schools over at Columbia River Stadium on May 25th. And that's the world of sports, Haley.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Hello again. Matthias here with Student Council News. They had a meeting last Tuesday where they decided on a bunch of great spirit days. The last week of school, we will have a new spirit day each day. Hope you enjoyed today's Wild West Day, partners.
And now it is time for Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I am here with Miss Amy, my mom, with this week's question. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Here it is. My completely black horse jumped over a tower and landed on a small man, who then disappeared. In what situation could this be possible?
I don't get to see it again. That's it. Oh, I've got to know this. Do you have any help? Do I have a time limit? Oh no. I don't know.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. The answer is a game of chess. The knight jumps over the tower and lands on the pawn or man.
So now I have to say, yeah. I am not smarter than a fifth grader.
Knew it.
That's all the news for this week. This has been Haley,
Cheyenne,
Ryan,
Matthias,
Alex,
Kale,
reporting for Skyhawk News. Go Skyhawks! Yeehaw!
I'm here with Brittany. What did you...
Research facts about a country of our choice. Then we took a.
Sorry.
There you go.
So Haley. So Haley. Sorry. My favorite book is. So Haley, what book are you reading?